Hey guys, Pample here. Welcome back to the automatic smelting machine on the Tekkit server. I got it back up and running, but as you can see, I've got a bit of a new unit here. It's basically the same concept. It'll still smelt everything and macerate them properly. And the sorting's pretty much the same, except I did, get rid of that third chest. In the last version, I had a random chest just kind of, sitting there in between the electric furnaces and the sorted chest that just held everything for, 2 seconds. I don't have that anymore. I got rid of that. And over here, I've got my power supply, which is a huge string of solar panels and a couple windmills, producing massive amounts of energy as we speak. And then, if you follow me over here, as you might remember on my last episode of the Tekkit server, I had a bit of a lab down here. Well, I recreated it here. As you can see, we've got all the chests where all the items go. Each one respectively gold, copper, tin, iron, and silver, like the sign here says. And these levers allow me to access the upper floors and get the different bars from their chests up there. Now over here I've got the start of a new machine, which I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you how to make bronze automatically. As you can see here, I've got a pipe linked up to the copper chest, and one linked up to the tin chest, which was a bit of a pain to get set up. Anyways, we have them going to two macerators here. They'll get grinded up into dust. But now we need some way of making them into bronze. Now, to do that, we are going to make something called an automatic crafting table. What that does is you plug in the items that you want it to craft, and all it needs is the ingredients to be added into it, and it will make it. Let me explain visually. As you can see here, we've got our crafting interface like a normal crafting table. What you want to do to program it is to put the correct ingredients in their correct spot, just like you were crafting it regularly. As you can see here, I'm making bronze dust. And then you just want to leave it. Just leave it exactly like that. Now, at this point, the copper bar will go through this pipe into this macerator, get ground up into dust, and then go into here. And the tin will do the same thing into this macerator, and then it'll go into here. Now, once it successfully makes the bronze dust, it needs a way to get out of there and into the furnace. So let's just hook up the piping here. And let's get rid of the wool here. And there we go. That should work. If not, I'll readjust the pipes and we can figure out what went wrong. And then we're also going to want to do the same thing over here. Going to hook up the wood piping here and deliver it into the chest. Alright, now let's try this out. Let's turn this on, turn this on. We only need one piece of tin, so now we'll turn it off. But we need 3 pieces of copper. Alright, that's good. Stop it there. Now we're just going to have to wait and see if it works. But while this is running, as you can see, I've got everything back and working. Roger's out of town on a business trip right now, so he's not in a cage. He usually is, though. But, he's out living large and whatnot now that he doesn't have the job of guarding the machines right now, since I just finished rebuilding them. I'm going to turn these on. As you can see, the tin dust is going to make its way into the crafting bench here. Just like that. As you can see, there's one stacked up right there. Alright, look at it go. There we go. Bronze is making its way in, I think. Yep, or the copper or whatever. Alright, we just need to wait for these two more pieces to make their way into the machine, and we can see if it'll work. Okay, here comes the last little piece. Come on, little guy, you can do it. You can do it. Almost. And done. Okay. Now let's turn this on and see if it'll work. Yep, it works. However, I do not want it to be taking all of the bronze dust from here. So I'm just going to do this one example with these two pieces of dust. Alright, they're going to get nice and cooked. Turn this on here. And bada bing, we have bronze. And it'll make its way over to the chest. This is actually part one of a 3-part machine that I'll be making. It'll be quite a big machine. It won't be completely endless like the automatic smelter I have upstairs, because with that you could do pretty much anything to it. But, oh, crap. Yeah, okay, you didn't see that. Anyways, this is part one of a 3-part machine I'll be making, and the next 2 episodes will be explaining the rest of it. Or maybe I could squeeze it into 1 episode. I'll see. This was probably the most complex of all 3 of the parts, though. So, yeah. And this was just a brief introduction on how automatic crafting tables work. I'm not completely sure of how they work myself, but I guess that's just one basic way to use them. I know they're used for, like, millions of different machines that you can just program with hundreds of them or whatever to make diamonds and nuclear bombs and pickaxes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe if you do, and thanks for watching.